Let's welcome back to the table anchor Jason Nunez. I love him. Jason Nunez is a trailblazing leader, passionate entrepreneur, and fierce advocate for equality. He's the president and CEO of the Greater Fort Lauderdale LGBT Chamber of Commerce, and as a third-generation minority Air Force veteran, he has served at the Pentagon, the White House, the State Department, all places that I'm not allowed. Jason, this event I'm really looking forward to. So you were telling me about author Nico Lang, and he's going to do a reading with a Q&A right here on Sunshine Cathedral Square on January 22nd. Tell us what's happening out.
Absolutely. So, in a time of escalating hostility towards our trans community, it remains critical to not waver in our support. And this free event, Nico Lang will do an author reading of his work titled American Teenager, How Trans Kids Are Surviving Hate and Finding Joy in a Turbulent Era. This reading and Q&A at Sunshine Cathedral will explore how trans youth survive systemic hate while building resilience, creativity, and community. It is open to the public, to allies, parents, educators, and young people seeking to understand and make connections. This book, this reading is super critical for our community now. I want to give a very quick shout out to Dr. Luisa Montoya. She's the president of PFLAG Fort Lauderdale, along with the team from Equality Florida. They've been in Tallahassee this week doing just that, advocating for our folks, advocating for our community.
For our kids.
For our kids. So this reading is really going to be an educational opportunity for our community.
Yeah.
It is one of our letters. It is an equal part of our community, and so many people don't know the ins and outs of the trans community, especially our trans kids, the future of our community. Yeah. We're at this table now. They're the ones coming up, and they need to fill our seats once we move on to what's next. And we need to know where they're at and what their struggles are, so we can use our platforms and advocate for them now, so that they have a little bit of a smoother trip to the seat.
This Nico Lang, I love him. I mean, not that I know him personally, but his socials, the Queer News Daily that he does, is really amazing. So informative, so well researched. He really is. He's really the bomb.
Yeah, great. And educational on every level. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like something like everyone needs to see this, Jason, from LGBTQ plus kids that maybe are questioning themselves, right? Maybe they're not surrounded with the right educational tools to be able to figure out their path, right? To parents that maybe don't know how to communicate with their kid, right? Yeah. To adults who are just, this is just across the board. And through the lens of Lang, who is just like he knows how to deliver this stuff in a way where you're intrigued and you want to hear more.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm all about it. And having it here at Sunshine Cathedral, that's also so perfect because Darrell and Robert, that's what they stand for here at Sunshine Cathedral, so it's just so perfect.
And our youth, they're our future. Yeah. They're our future. We're going to pass the torch to them one day. So it's important.
And we have to educate everyone, right? We're blessed that on today's Queer News Tonight, look at this beautiful table of inclusivity. Right? Unfortunately, the real world doesn't always look like this, and like with events like this, we're able to tell kids that there's a way, there's a possibility. Start, get your advocacy pants on, right? Because we need you to wear them early. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's the case. Thank you so much to you and to the chamber for putting this together also. Fantastic. And Luisa, I can say so much about her. Aside from being gorgeous, that woman eats, sleeps, walks our community.
Advocacy, 100%.
Advocacy, 100%.
That's my bestie.
Love it. Aww. Queer News Tonight looks forward to seeing you all at American Teenager on January 22nd. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.